So they're observing what is, they're offering a vibration about what is, which causes them to equal a point of attraction about what is, so they manifest more of what is, they become a bigger component of what is, which means they observe more of what is, which means they offer a vibration about what is, which means law of attraction gives them more of what is, which means they observe more of what is, and which means they offer a vibration more about what is, which means law of attraction gives them more of what is, which means they offer a vibration more of what is, which means, and this is what you're sort of feeling uncomfortable about. But we want you to understand that everybody is free to offer a vibration, and these seminars and so many like them are about offering your vibration as the criteria of how the thought feels, not whether it is already manifested or not. You cannot create an improved reality by focusing completely upon the reality that exists. You cannot continue to think the same thoughts and make any changes in your life experience, you see. But someone else is not controlling your thoughts. Someone else is just out there being an example that you could follow or not. So it's not that there are negative examples that are out there. It's that there are lazy focusers that are out there. It's that there are people that are out there focusing with no regard about what the focus means. It's that there are people out there that haven't quantified their journey. They want to be well, they just can't tell when they're moving in the direction of wellness, because 99% of the creation is complete before there's any physical evidence. So even though they feel a little better, somebody will say, oh, well, that's just false hope. You're just fooling yourself. You can't cure yourself of this illness. Just because you think you're getting better doesn't mean you're getting better. There's no evidence. Look at what is. And we say, no, don't look at what is. If you look at what is, there will never be any new cures to anything. If you look at what is, there will never be any new cameras, any new computers, any new technology, any improvement, any new generations, if you only look at what is. But fortunately, there are dreamers, and we do agree with your premise that the majority of people are not really dreaming. The majority of people are looking at what is, but it's not a flawed system. It's a lazy population, or a misguided population, or a population that prefers to look at the marks on the faucet rather than feel the water and see how it feels. Somehow you've got separated from your belief in your ability to discern what's best for you. Here's where it starts. Here is the basis of all of that. Someone says, I want to feel good. It usually starts with your mother. And when you behave like that, I don't feel good. So you need to behave like that so that I will feel better. So you do your best to behave like she needs you to behave so that she can feel better. And in doing your best to behave like she wants you to behave so that she can feel better, you have to disregard how you feel, because how you feel has to be irrelevant if you're trying to do what feels better to her. Then in the bigger picture, you go to school, and now they have other things that they need you to do so that they can feel better. They want you to quiet your mind. They want you to be still. They don't want you to be active. They don't want you to be varied in the things you want to talk about. They want to give you a handful of choices, and they want you all to put those square pegs into those round holes in some way. And then as this is all happening, as you are working on conforming to what somebody else wants, you're having little personal rebellions all along the way. That's your own guidance system saying, wait, the most important part of this is being left behind. And to the degree that you are able to suppress your own emotions and conform to what other people want, those are those of you who do get lost in the process. And there are renegades like you and like Esther and Jerry who don't get lost in the process because you're not willing to subvert your own desires for very long. You can put up with it a little bit, but that desire to discover who you are is such a powerful burning desire that is within you. You are much more than you see here in these physical bodies. You are source energy who remembers all of this, you see. So it doesn't take very many of you out here on the leading edge, remembering who you are and beginning to practice it before you begin to activate things all over the place that other people who are beginning to become awake to it become activated to too. We just don't want you to see the world as broken. We want you to see it as understanding, as expansive, as diverse, as varied, as improving, as feeling pretty good. And here's the most important point in all of this. You can't know how well anybody else is doing as they stand in the middle of their life, because you can't judge accurately the vibrational relationship for them. It's like you could take all that you know about living in this nation and you could go to an underdeveloped country and you would yearn for improvement in their life experience because you know how much better it could be. And you would suffer more for them than they are suffering for them, because your desire for them has skyrocketed in relationship with where they are, and their desire for them has not skyrocketed in relationship, because you cannot want beyond your contrasting ability to give birth to your own desires. So we think the reason that so many teachers are seeing this world more out of balance than before, even though we promise you it is not, is because your technology allows you to mix your world events. Your technology allows you to stick your nose in so many pies where your nose doesn't belong. Your technology allows you to evaluate so much that is beyond your scope of creation. And in doing so, you get yourself all out of whack on their behalf. There are so many teachers that are out of whack on behalf of a broken world that is not broken. And we say, clean up your own vibration and the world will look better to you. And the world looks better to you. The people that you can benefit, or the people who can be helped by you, will make their way to you. But if they make their way to you and you see them as broken, you've got nothing to give them. You've got to be able to hold the vision of them improving. And that's why when we say to you, make peace with where you are, we want you to make peace with where everyone is. We want you to make peace with the world events. We want you to make peace with where your friend is in relationship with where your friend wants to be. We want it to be all right where anybody is. So if you're a teacher, we want it to be all right with you where you are, because if it's not all right with you where you are, you will not be able to move from where you are into a better feeling place. So as a teacher, it has to be all right with you where anybody is, or you will not be able to guide them in another place. So Esther, as she saw this comedian languishing, she saw him frightened. She could feel that he was not in his stride and that he was not feeling good. As she watched him, she did not allow herself for very long to see him in his terrified space. Instead, she saw him as she knew him to be. She soothed herself by choosing, of all the possible pictures she could choose of him, one that matched the picture that he was reaching for. And when she did, she felt it click into place, you see. We're asking you not to fan the flames of what's wrong in the world so that you can fix it. We're asking you to fan the flames of what's right in the world so that you can coax what's right to an even righter place, you see. Just get out there and live your life and love your life and radiate your life. Jerry and Esther have plastered across the back of their bus, life is supposed to be fun. And the dear man, who they don't even know, they just met him parked next to him in his beautiful bus, said to Jerry, that's not true. And Jerry said, oh yeah, what do you mean? And he said, life is fun. And Jerry said, you know it, and we know it. Let's tell everyone who's willing to listen. Don't get upset if they can't hear you.